Alright, wildlife vloggers. Oh, it's starting to snow quite heavily now, so I'm going to have to be quick doing this tutorial. But what I wanted to talk to you about just now is audio. When you go out and make a video, obviously the video footage itself, the resolution of that and the quality, you often think more about the imagery of the video and less about the audio. But I can tell you that a video with poor audio is really, really noticeable and a real turn-off if you actually start sharing that. And a little bit of shakiness and not the greatest resolution of the actual video itself with good audio and a compelling story is actually usually quite okay. The easiest thing you can do when you start out to make your audio better is to get an external microphone. So a lot of the time, the first camera you might use for vlogging might well be your phone. And the video quality on phones is often very good now, but the audio quality often is not. So at that point you have a choice as to what kind of external microphone to get. And the one I'd advise you go for first is an external mic like this one. This is a Rode Video Micro, and you can sit it on top of your camera or on a mount on the hot shoe, and it has the advantage that the audio quality is absolutely brilliant. You can get a sort of wind muffler for it like this, and you can record both you talking and the surroundings, so you only need one mic, and that obviously simplifies things. It does have a disadvantage, which is that if it's really windy, that muffler isn't going to help it that much, and if it starts really raining, once it gets saturated, that's not really good for it either. The other option is a lavalier mic like this one, so a lapel mic like this one. Excuse me if that was all rustly, moving that about, something you've got to be quite careful with these. But the advantage is obvious. It's hidden away down there in my clothing, so in what is quite a windy afternoon, it's not picking up too much wind noise, and instead it's picking up really nice clean audio of me speaking. What it doesn't do very well, however, is pick up the surroundings. So if you wanted to include something of your surroundings in the vlog, you wouldn't be able to do it with a microphone like this. Also, the wires might be considered a little bit faffy because you've got to plug this into something. Of course, you could also then have an external recorder. And yeah, if you're not vlogging with your phone, again, is actually quite a good external recorder with a decent mic wired in. That could be in your pocket onto a lapel mic. Something you have to be really careful of is the fact that there are actually two kinds of audio jack on the kind of equipment we might be using for vlogging. The kind you have in your phone that's designed to both be a sort of headphone output and a microphone input has more connectors on it, more bands on that plug than the kind that is just for just a microphone. And so if you're plugging in a normal microphone into a phone, you actually will also need an adapter, because otherwise you will get into trouble. God, it's really snowing now. Oh, I might have to stop recording this. Anyway, let's see if I can get this done before it becomes too snowy. So one critical thing with audio is to make sure that you have the right settings before you start recording. It is worth doing a little test and checking, because it's quite hard to fix things in post. You might be able to, for example, if there's a kind of a hum in the background, you might actually be able to remove it. I will, for example, try and remove the hiss of the falling snow now, and we'll see if that has gone, and we'll put it back in now. I hope that worked. If it didn't work, I might not put it in the tutorial. So check your settings, make sure your audio levels are good. Most cameras will have some adjustment for that, and the microphone itself might have some as well, some gain settings. So, you know, that's just a question of knowing your kit, really. And yeah, if you end up doing a piece to camera out in the field and the audio is absolutely terrible, remember, you could always do a voiceover later onto some nice B-roll and maybe apologise in the comments that you messed up some of the audio. It can happen. I had a whole set of vlogs last summer where I lost all of the audio from my vlogging camera, and it was so annoying. And yeah, I had to just sort of do voiceover and kind of introduce the vlog from a different country, as it turns out, but that's just how it goes. You still want to be able to bring the footage to your audience, so you just have to work around it. Anyway, just to finish this video, what do I actually use at the moment for my vlogging in terms of microphones? Now, far too many microphones is the answer to that. I quite like microphones. I hope the audio quality of this video is good, because otherwise I'm going to look like an idiot, aren't I? Recording this whole thing about audio if the audio is shocking. So hopefully it's okay. Anyway, the mic I'd use for the actual wildlife is actually this bigger one. It's a Rode video mic, and I usually use that on a little mini tripod, and I put it a little way away from me and from the camera, so that the noises of me rustling about, and especially the noises of the vibration reduction on the lens, don't get picked up on it. For the actual vlogging though, what I have found myself using more recently is actually two microphones, because I want a lavalier mic so that I can get clean audio of me talking without background distraction, but I also want to be able to take B-roll with the same vlogging camera and get the surroundings. So I've actually got two mics. I've got a Rode Video Micro attached to the camera, and I've also got a wireless receiver for this lavalier mic, and they both feed in through a splitter, and so that one mic goes onto one channel on the video recording and the other mic goes onto the other one, and then in post I actually have to fix that. But it gives me the flexibility of actually having the surroundings or my voice as I want with one camera, without having to mess around and remember which one I've plugged in. So it works for me. Some people would think it was a bit of a faff. But anyway, those are just some ideas of what you can do to improve audio, and I hope they've been useful to you. And yeah, I need to go and take some pictures because this snow is gorgeous. And yeah, see you on the next one.